Geek Fitness.
Hey everybody, it's Robert. Welcome to Geek Fitness. Today I wanted to talk about Nutrisystem. So I haven't really talked about this at all, but when I first started my journey 85 pounds ago, I started with Nutrisystem. It was something very simple. It was a very simple action I could take to pick up the phone and place an order and say I was going to do this. I had my mind made up. I was going to lose weight. I had seen the commercials. You probably have seen the commercials. You know, if you watch TV, you'll see these commercials, especially with Marie Osmond, all the time. People who have lost weight. My wife had done it in the past a while ago, years ago, and it worked for her. So I did it. So, I've changed from Nutrisystem since that time. As you know, intermittent fasting is a big part of how I've been succeeding in my weight loss journey for sure. So I wanted to talk about Nutrisystem and intermittent fasting. Can you use them together? Because they're pretty different. Like Nutrisystem is all about eating very small meals all throughout the day. So when you join Nutrisystem, you're going to get on 3 meals a day and snacks in between. When I did it, I did the turbo to start, which was the first week. It was only about 1,000 calories the first week, and there were no snacks at all. And that did jumpstart my weight loss, right? But again, a lot of that is water weight, right? If you're really cutting your calories and carbohydrates in the beginning. But I lost a lot of weight, and that motivated me to keep going. So there's some things Nutrisystem does very, very well. If you follow the Nutrisystem program, it is probably as simple as it could get. You just have to eat the food that they send you and understand what you should be eating and when you should be eating it and stick to that plan. You'll discover over time what foods you really like, and some of the foods they provide are great, really. Some of them are not so great, but as you learn which foods you like that they make, you can use those in your order month after month. So you can place your order and pick specifically the foods that you want to get. Now there's different tiered programs. I think the cheaper ones, you have to get what they send you. But again, unless the budget is really your biggest concern, I wouldn't do that. I would get what you enjoy eating, right? It's going to make it easier for you, especially in the beginning. But Nutrisystem, I'm eating it right now. There's my Nutrisystem jalapeno chips. So I still use Nutrisystem. I'm not on the Nutrisystem program, but I use it still as part of my program where intermittent fasting is something I do every single day. So the reason I do that is convenience. And I'm here to tell you that you can use Nutrisystem with intermittent fasting. Even though Nutrisystem program is to keep your blood sugar 3 meals a day and snacks, so you're eating a lot throughout the day, intermittent fasting you're not. You're only eating in a small window. So they don't work together. However, what I've done is I've cut my order back on Nutrisystem to where I only get, I don't know exactly what it is, but I get lunch, dinner, snacks, and breakfasts, but not every day. It's only like 2 days a week or something like that. So I get a big box of frozen food and I get a big box of packaged food. And what I do is I only order it maybe once every 3 months. And this Nutrisystem food keeps very well. So it's a kind of my go-to, I'm in a crunch situation food, right? I haven't prepared anything, for example. I can grab a Nutrisystem thing and microwave it for a minute, or, I need a snack. I can get something like these jalapeno protein chips, and I have something I can eat. So convenience is something that can really hurt people when they're on a weight loss journey, right? Because previously, before you really started paying attention, you would just eat whatever. And, convenient foods were usually bad foods. A bowl of cereal, right? Sandwich, things that you can make really quickly and satiate your hunger. they're not always the best choices. So for me, Nutrisystem allows me to have those go-to foods that I can prepare really quick when I'm short on time to make sure I stay on point. Also, another benefit is with Nutrisystem, I can plug it into my FitnessPal, and my FitnessPal has all the Nutrisystem products in it. So it's very easy to track exactly what my calories are when I use Nutrisystem. Now, most of the time I eat real fresh produce. I eat real, lean meats. I try to eat whole foods because Nutrisystem is still packaged food, but it's better than regular packaged food because like today I had this red beans and rice, for example. 180 calories for this, and it was good. It was actually really good. But when you read the ingredients, the first ingredient is water and then brown rice. So that's a key point here. It's brown rice, which is a more healthy version of rice. Andouille sausage, but the andouille sausage is made from chicken, right? So chicken and spices make up the andouille sausage. So it's a lower fat, lower calorie, healthier version. Then is kidney beans and seasonings and dehydrated red bean and green bean, green peppers, onions, and soy protein. And that's interesting. Like the protein was higher on this than I would expect. Same thing for something like this, like mashed potatoes. Like mashed potatoes is not something I would really consider making for myself on my program just because it's so high in carbs, although potatoes aren't bad. It's just something I would tend to avoid more than I would make. I would still eat potatoes, but it's not going to be a staple. But these potatoes, 220 calories for this whole thing, 35 grams of carbs, 10 grams of protein. Like, where does that much protein come from? When you read the ingredients, you can see they've got whey powder is one of the top ingredients after potato flakes. The next ingredient is whey powder. It's protein powder, right? So they're getting protein in these packaged foods. So in all the Nutrisystem foods, when you start to read the ingredients, you'll notice they do keep added sugar, but the added sugar in their products is much lower than regular products. So it's not the best thing to eat. It's not the whole healthy natural foods, but it's way better than the packaged standard American diet foods people are used to. So this is good if you're starting out because it's kind of weaning you off that bad stuff by giving you a little bit more healthy option without making you go completely cold turkey. Right. Some of their products are really great, like these sweet jalapeno chips, which I love. 150 calories for the whole bag. It's made out of pea protein, which is a highly bioavailable protein type. So it's made out of pea protein, lentil flour, which is also a great, protein source. Sunflower oil. There is cane sugar in it, but the total sugars is only 2 grams in the whole thing and only 1 gram of added sugar. So you see, they do add a little bit of sugar, but not so much that you really have to worry about it. And you're getting with this 11 grams of protein in a bag of chips, which is great. So Nutrisystem, yes, I don't think it's as good as whole, healthy, natural foods, but let's face it, how many of us can really cook whole food meals every single day, right? Intermittent fasting makes it easier because I only need to do 2 meals or many days, just 1 meal. So I can really think about it and prepare my meals. But there are times where I don't have time. Work runs late, the kids have activities, that kind of stuff. So that's when I fall back to the Nutrisystem products that I still use. And again, I only order, it's maybe $220 I order, and that lasts me about 3 months or even sometimes more because I'm eating lots of fresh fruits and vegetables and, lean meats and all that. And I just kind of substitute Nutrisystem in when I have to. So yes, Although Nutrisystem plan it does not fit within an intermittent fasting lifestyle, their products certainly can, and it's been very helpful to me to have them available for those times when I'm in a pinch. If Nutrisystem is something you want to do as a system to lose weight, I can recommend it. It's going to work. Again, any diet you do, if you put your mind to it, is going to work. It's more about you following a program and executing on it than it is about the program. You know, you could do low carb, or Atkins, you could do ketogenic, you could count your calories, you can do Nutrisystem, you could do Jenny Craig, you can do Weight Watchers. Any of those will work. The results, though, are up to you. Like if you buy Nutrisystem's program and you eat their food, but you're still eating other food outside of the program and you're still not getting any exercise, you're not going to lose weight. To do Nutrisystem and have it be effective, you have to follow the program that they provide you. If you do that, you will lose weight. And I found it very easy to do. It also taught me at the beginning what a portion size was. My portion size were way bigger than what I should have been eating. It also shows you, what foods are better choices. Once you start reading the ingredients and comparing them to the regular foods that you ate, you can start to see the differences. Nutrisystem foods tend to be higher in protein, lower in sugar, lower in sodium, right? They're not all the way down where natural foods would be, but they're not all the way up where regular standard American diet processed foods are. So it's kind of in the middle there. So I would recommend Nutrisystem if you're trying to lose weight. I would also recommend it if you see the benefit like I do when you're doing intermittent fasting, to have healthier packaged food available for you for those times when you're in a pinch. That's how I use it, and I think you can use it that way as well. So I hope this was helpful. I know when I started Nutrisystem and was thinking about going onto intermittent fasting, I was very conflicted because the Nutrisystem program did not fit in with the intermittent fasting lifestyle, and I was searching for information on how the two could support each other, and I didn't find anything out there anywhere because Nutrisystem was working, right? So I didn't want to quit. So when I started intermittent fasting, I just kept using it, but just using the food a lot less, which also means you're spending a lot less money. The food goes a lot further when you're doing intermittent fasting and introducing other healthy foods into your diet. So I hope this was helpful. If you're one of those people who are considering Nutrisystem or are considering doing intermittent fasting and have been using Nutrisystem, or were just curious about, if you could use the two together. I think you can definitely do it. I've been doing it since I started my journey, and as of this week, I'm 85 pounds down. Thanks so much for watching.